Hello from Coldesi and DigitalHeat FX. My name is Greg, and in today's video, I'm going to show you how easy it is to utilize our DigitalHeat FX transfer system to create custom koozies. Now I have 8 different colored koozies here. I have some reds, I have yellow, green, blue, and a black one. And I'm actually going to use our 2-step regular easy peel paper. This is our A paper. And this is our B paper. So we're printing onto our A paper here, and we're going to marry it to our B paper, which is the polymer. And once these 2 papers are married, we create our full color transfer that we printed using our 8432 white toner printer. This is one of the 3 printers in our DigitalHeat FX line of printers. If you'd like to find out some more information on the other 2 printers, you can visit DigitalHeatFX.com and speak with an expert. Today I'm going to utilize our 8432 printer, and I'm going to utilize our 11x17 easy peel 2-step paper. And what I'm simply going to do is just open up this multi-purpose tray and load our paper into the tray of the printer. And our paper is ready to go and ready to be printed. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go over to our print optimizer software, import our graphic, and get it ready to be printed. Alright, so I'm here within my print optimizer software. I have chosen the graphic that I want to use to apply to my koozies. I've shrunk them down to size, and I've created copies of the graphic. Now the great thing about the optimizer is that you can fill up the page with as many copies that fit on that page size, and even if you don't need to use those transfers at that time, so for example I have 8 koozies and 12 transfers are able to fit onto the page, that's perfectly fine because A, I'm not wasting paper, I'm filling up the page to the maximum capacity, and B, once you marry those once you marry the A and B paper together, you can simply store those transfers away in a safe place and use them at a later time. So again, once they're married together, you don't have to immediately press them onto your substrate. You can store them in a safe place and save them and use them for a later time. So with that being said, everything that I wanted to change, I changed in my optimizer software. And now I simply just need to click print, and it's going to send it to my printer, and then we can perform our marry process. So I've printed my A paper. I've got my 12 transfers on here. And now I'm simply going to take this and my B paper over to the heat press and perform my marry step. Alright, so I've performed our marry step. I've married my A paper with my B paper. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use my rotary trimmer to trim these out and make them individual. That way I can put them on my koozies. So I'll meet you back at the heat press. So I have my transfers here cut out and ready to go. And since I have 8 different koozies, I'm going to use 8 of them today. And the remaining 4 I'm going to put in a safe place and use for later. So now since our koozies are a more sensitive material that we call neoprene, we actually need to lower our heat press to accommodate for the more sensitive material. So for koozies, we're dropping it down to 240 degrees. So I'm here at my Hotronix Fusion heat press. Now as you can see, we're at a bit of a weird angle because I wanted you all to get a full view of the bottom platen of the Fusion heat press. Now, we do have a can koozie platen that is available on colemanandcompany.com, and you can see a picture of it right now. So there's 8 slits that you can slide your koozie onto. That makes it much easier to take on and off of your heat press platen. So that is available on colemanandcompany.com. Today, I actually am going to just utilize our regular 16 by 20 fusion platen to show you that it is possible even if you don't have the can koozie platen. So with that in mind, I have my stack of koozies down here right now, and I'm just going to simply lay them right next to one another on the bottom platen of my Hotronix Fusion heat press. And it's just that easy. I'm just going to lay them right next to each other, and I have plenty of room to fit 8 koozies. And even if I had a couple more, I can fit them down the middle. I would say you can probably fit 2 more koozies on this platen if you wanted to do 10 at a time. But I'm only going to do 8 today. So I have these lined up. And now I have my transfers here that I've pre-cut earlier. And each koozie will get its own transfer. Again, this was printed using our DigitalHeat FX 8432 white toner printer. And currently my heat press is cooling down to 240 degrees, which is the ideal temperature that you would want to utilize with neoprene, which is the material that koozies are made out of. So these have been arranged. I've placed the transfers on top of the koozie. You can use heat tape if you'd like to hold them in place. I chose not to today. And the last thing I'm just going to add is a piece of my parchment paper or my DFX finishing sheet. I'm going to put this into the press at 240 degrees for 45 seconds. All right, so I have my koozies here. I've let them completely cool down, and I remove the A paper very rapidly. That's the way you want to peel the new formula of the Easy Peel paper. So literally just one foul swoop, you're going to peel that A paper away once they're completely cooled. And you can see there's a bit of a sheen to the transfer right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to arrange them back on the heat press and perform my finishing step. And you only have to perform the finishing step for only about 15 to 20 seconds. And with that in mind, I'm just going to arrange these again. I'm going to take a piece of my parchment paper, bring that pressure up a little bit, and I'm going to press this for 20 seconds. I'll remove my parchment. And just like that, you guys have full color custom koozies that you can apply to dark colored koozies, light colored koozies. We have black, we have yellow. So all different types of colors. So you keep that in mind with the DigitalHeat FX system, that the capabilities with this system are pretty much endless. You can apply it to neoprene, you can apply it to cotton, you can apply it to poly, blends. So there are so many different things that you can utilize the DigitalHeat FX system with that you will not be disappointed with the purchase of it. So again, if you have any questions and you'd like some more information on the product, you can visit DigitalHeatFX.com. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the video.